Curious how applying Stoic principles can help overcome these detrimental habits. Today we are going to dive into explaining 12 bad habits that make you weak. Let's go. Negative thinking. In the journey of personal growth, one of the most prevalent obstacles is negative thinking. Stoic philosophy offers profound insights into reshaping our mindset and navigating life's challenges with resilience and clarity. Negative thoughts often stem from dwelling on things beyond our control, which Stoicism teaches us to recognize and accept. When we constantly ruminate on negative thoughts, we create a cycle of discontent and dissatisfaction. Stoicism encourages us to shift our focus inward, towards what we can control, our thoughts, attitudes, and actions. By acknowledging that external events are beyond our control, we free ourselves from the burden of unnecessary worry and anxiety. Practicing Stoic principles involves cultivating mindfulness and embracing the present moment. Instead of dwelling on past regrets or fearing an uncertain future, we learn to appreciate the here and now. This shift in perspective empowers us to approach life's challenges with a sense of calm and clarity. By adopting Stoic practices such as journaling and reflection, we can gradually reframe our thinking patterns. When negative thoughts arise, we can challenge them with rationality and reason. Stoicism teaches us to view setbacks as opportunities for growth and learning, rather than sources of despair. Moreover, Stoic philosophy encourages us to cultivate virtues such as courage, wisdom, and resilience. By embodying these virtues in our daily lives, we become better equipped to face adversity with strength and grace. In practical terms, applying Stoic principles to combat negative thinking involves introspection and self-awareness. It requires a commitment to challenging our beliefs and perspectives, even when it feels uncomfortable. Through consistent practice and reflection, we can gradually rewire our brains to default to positive and constructive thoughts. Ultimately, embracing Stoicism is not about denying our emotions or suppressing our feelings. It's about acknowledging the power of our thoughts and choosing to respond to life's challenges with courage and wisdom. By cultivating a Stoic mindset, we can find greater peace, fulfillment, and resilience in the face of adversity. So let us embark on this journey together, supporting each other along the way as we strive to live more fully and authentically. Procrastination. Procrastination is a common habit that many of us struggle with, but it doesn't have to define our lives. In fact, Stoic philosophy offers valuable insights into how we can overcome this tendency and lead more fulfilling lives. At its core, procrastination often stems from a fear of failure or discomfort. We delay tasks because we're afraid of facing challenges or making mistakes. However, Stoicism teaches us to embrace the present moment and focus on what we can control. Instead of dwelling on future outcomes, we can channel our energy into taking action in the here and now. One key Stoic principle that can help us combat procrastination is the concept of virtue. Stoics believe in living a life of moral and intellectual excellence, striving to fulfill our potential as rational beings. When we procrastinate, we neglect our duty to ourselves and others. By recognizing the importance of virtuous action, we can motivate ourselves to tackle tasks head-on regardless of how daunting they may seem. Moreover, Stoicism encourages us to cultivate discipline and self-control. Procrastination often arises when we give in to momentary impulses or distractions. By practicing mindfulness and staying focused on our goals, we can resist the urge to procrastinate and stay committed to our priorities. Another powerful Stoic teaching is the acceptance of external events. Oftentimes, we procrastinate because we're anxious about the future or overwhelmed by uncertainty. However, Stoicism reminds us that we cannot control the outcome of every situation. Instead of fixating on what might go wrong, we can adopt a mindset of acceptance and resilience. By letting go of our attachment to specific outcomes, we free ourselves from the paralysis of procrastination and find peace in the present moment. In practical terms, overcoming procrastination requires conscious effort and practice. Start by breaking tasks down into smaller, manageable steps, making it easier to get started. Set clear deadlines and hold yourself accountable for meeting them. Surround yourself with supportive friends and mentors who can encourage you along the way. Remember, the journey towards overcoming procrastination is not always easy, but it is immensely rewarding. By applying Stoic principles to your daily life, you can cultivate the discipline, resilience, and clarity of mind needed to break free from the grip of procrastination and live with purpose and fulfillment. So take that first step today and embrace the power of the present moment to transform your life for the better. Lack of discipline. In the journey to adopt Stoicism and transform your life, the third point, lack of discipline, holds a pivotal role. At its core, Stoicism teaches us to cultivate self-discipline as a cornerstone for virtuous living. Imagine your life as a canvas and discipline as the brush that shapes it. Without discipline, the colors blend into chaos, and the masterpiece remains unfinished. Stoicism, in its timeless wisdom, urges us to establish daily practices and routines, creating a framework for virtuous living. Picture this. Each day is a series of choices, and discipline is the compass guiding those choices towards virtue. The Stoics emphasize the importance of rationality and reason, advocating for a disciplined mind capable of navigating the complexities of life. Begin your journey by setting clear goals aligned with your values. This process involves understanding what truly matters to you, recognizing the virtues you aspire to embody, and devising a plan to incorporate them into your daily routine. Discipline is not about deprivation, it's about mindful choices. Stoicism encourages moderation in all things, urging you to find the balance between excess and deficiency. By embracing a disciplined approach, you align your actions with your values, fostering a sense of purpose and fulfillment. In the Stoic philosophy, discipline intertwines with the concept of control, recognizing what you can influence and letting go of what you cannot. This mindset shift empowers you to focus your energy on meaningful actions, freeing yourself from the stress of attempting to control the uncontrollable. As you integrate discipline into your life, you'll notice a transformation not only in your actions but also in your mindset. The Stoic path emphasizes the development of resilience, perseverance, and a steadfast commitment to virtue. So, my friend, consider discipline not as a rigid set of rules, but as a liberating force that propels you towards a life of purpose and meaning. As you navigate the interconnected web of Stoic principles, envision discipline as the thread weaving through each virtue, creating a tapestry of strength and wisdom. In embracing discipline, you're not just adopting a habit, you're sculpting a life guided by the Stoic philosophy, a life of inner strength, resilience, and the unwavering pursuit of virtue. May your journey be marked by the brushstrokes of discipline, creating a masterpiece that reflects the noble ideals of Stoicism. Seeking external validation. Seeking external validation is a common trap that many of us fall into. It's natural to seek approval and recognition from others, but relying solely on external sources for validation can lead to insecurity and a lack of fulfillment. Stoic philosophy offers valuable insights into finding validation from within. Stoicism teaches us to cultivate our own virtues and values, rather than relying on the opinions of others to define our self-worth. Instead of constantly seeking approval from external sources, Stoicism encourages us to focus on living in accordance with our own principles and values. This means taking the time to reflect on what truly matters to us and aligning our actions with those values. One practical way to apply this principle is to practice self-reflection and introspection regularly. Take the time to identify your core values and principles and strive to live in alignment with them each day. This might involve setting personal goals and commitments that reflect your values and holding yourself accountable to them. Additionally, Stoicism teaches us to recognize the inherent dignity and worth within ourselves. Rather than seeking validation from others, we can find validation in our own ability to live virtuously and with integrity. This shift in perspective can lead to a greater sense of self-confidence and inner peace, regardless of external circumstances. Ultimately, Embracing Stoic principles around seeking external validation can lead to a more authentic and fulfilling life. By focusing on internal sources of validation and living in alignment with our own values, we free ourselves from the need for constant approval from others. This empowers us to live with greater authenticity, confidence, and resilience in the face of life's challenges. Incorporating these ideas into your daily life may require practice and patience, but the rewards are well worth it. As you begin to prioritize internal sources of validation and live in alignment with your values, you'll likely find greater fulfillment and contentment in all areas of your life. Remember, true validation comes from within. Cultivate your own sense of self-worth and let it guide you on your journey toward a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Fear of failure. Fear of failure is a common stumbling block that many of us face. We often worry about not meeting expectations, making mistakes, or experiencing setbacks. However, in the realm of Stoic philosophy, fear of failure is viewed through a different lens, one that can help us navigate challenges with resilience and clarity. Stoicism teaches us to shift our focus from outcomes to actions. Instead of fixating on the possibility of failure, Stoics encourage us to concentrate on doing our best and acting in accordance with our values and principles. This means embracing the process rather than being consumed by the fear of falling short. By adopting a Stoic mindset, we can reframe failure as an opportunity for growth and learning. Every setback becomes a chance to strengthen our character, develop resilience, and refine our approach. Rather than viewing failure as a reflection of our worth, we see it as a natural part of the journey toward personal and moral development. Practically applying Stoic principles to overcome the fear of failure involves cultivating a sense of detachment from outcomes. We acknowledge that there are factors beyond our control and focus our energy on what we can influence: our thoughts, actions, and responses. This shift in perspective empowers us to approach challenges with courage and equanimity, knowing that we have the capacity to endure and adapt. Moreover, Stoicism encourages us to embrace a mindset of acceptance. We accept that failure is an inevitable aspect of life and that experiencing setbacks does not diminish our inherent value as individuals. Instead of dwelling on past mistakes or anxiously anticipating future failures, we remain grounded in the present moment, fully engaged in the pursuit of excellence and virtue. By integrating Stoic principles into our daily lives, we can liberate ourselves from the paralyzing grip of fear and embrace a more proactive and empowered approach to living. We become less concerned with external validation and more focused on cultivating inner resilience and strength. Ultimately, adopting a Stoic mindset allows us to navigate the uncertainties of life with grace, integrity, and a steadfast commitment to our principles. In summary, overcoming the fear of failure through Stoic philosophy involves recognizing that failure is a natural part of the human experience and an opportunity for growth. By shifting our focus from outcomes to actions, cultivating acceptance and embracing resilience, we can transcend the limitations of fear and unlock our full potential. Stoicism offers a timeless blueprint for living with courage, wisdom, and unwavering inner peace. Avoiding challenges. In the journey of life, we often encounter challenges that test our resolve and shape our character. One such challenge is the inclination to avoid stepping out of our comfort zones, fearing the unknown and the discomfort it may bring. This habit of avoiding challenges, however, is contrary to the teachings of Stoic philosophy. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy with modern relevance, teaches us to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth and self-discovery. The Stoics believed that facing adversity with courage and resilience is essential for living a life of virtue and fulfillment. When we avoid challenges, we deny ourselves the chance to develop strength and resilience. Instead of retreating from difficulties, Stoicism encourages us to confront them head-on, recognizing that adversity is an inevitable part of the human experience. By embracing challenges, we cultivate the virtues of courage, perseverance, and wisdom. Practically applying Stoic principles to overcome the habit of avoiding challenges involves a shift in mindset. Rather than seeing obstacles as insurmountable barriers, we can view them as stepping stones on the path to personal growth. This shift in perspective empowers us to approach challenges with a sense of curiosity and determination, knowing that each obstacle we overcome strengthens our character and expands our capabilities. To apply this wisdom in daily life, start by identifying areas where you tend to shy away from challenges. Whether it's pursuing a new career opportunity, learning a new skill, or confronting difficult conversations, challenge yourself to step outside your comfort zone and embrace the discomfort of uncertainty. Remember, growth rarely occurs within the confines of familiarity and comfort. By embracing challenges and stepping into the unknown, you open yourself up to new possibilities and opportunities for growth. As you navigate through life's challenges with courage and resilience, you'll discover a sense of empowerment and fulfillment that can only come from facing adversity with an open heart and a steadfast resolve. In the words of the Stoic philosopher Seneca, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." Embrace challenges as opportunities for growth, and let the journey towards self-mastery and fulfillment be your greatest adventure yet. Excessive materialism. Excessive materialism, a common habit that can weaken your spirit, is often fueled by the misconception that happiness and fulfillment come from the accumulation of possessions. In Stoic philosophy, the emphasis is on virtue and inner tranquility, rather than the pursuit of material wealth. Stoics teach us to detach our sense of fulfillment from external goods and instead focus on cultivating our character and living in accordance with nature. When we prioritize material possessions above all else, we become slaves to consumerism, constantly seeking more without finding true contentment. Stoicism encourages us to recognize that the value of our lives lies not in what we own, but in how we live and the principles we uphold. By adopting a mindset of moderation and simplicity, we free ourselves from the endless cycle of consumption and find greater satisfaction in the present moment. Practically applying Stoic principles to combat excessive materialism involves reflecting on our values and priorities. Instead of chasing after the latest gadgets or luxury items, we can redirect our energy towards nurturing meaningful relationships, pursuing personal growth, and contributing to the well-being of others. By focusing on experiences rather than possessions, we cultivate lasting joy and fulfillment that cannot be bought or sold. Moreover, embracing Stoic wisdom allows us to develop resilience in the face of financial challenges or setbacks. Rather than defining our worth by our material wealth, we draw strength from our inner resources and adaptability. Stoicism teaches us to find contentment in the essentials of life and to embrace simplicity as a source of freedom. In essence, by embracing Stoic principles and shifting our mindset away from excessive materialism, we open ourselves up to a deeper sense of fulfillment and purpose. We learn to appreciate the abundance that surrounds us and find richness in the moments we share with others. Through conscious reflection and intentional living, we can break free from the grip of consumer culture and discover true richness in the simplicity of everyday existence. As we align our actions with Stoic values, we empower ourselves to live more authentically and experience greater fulfillment in every aspect of our lives. Impulsive reactions. Impulsive reactions often lead us down paths we later regret. In Stoic philosophy, the idea is to cultivate mindfulness and rationality in our responses, rather than succumbing to the whims of our emotions. Picture this. You're in a heated argument with a friend, and in the heat of the moment, you lash out with hurtful words. Later, you regret what you said, but the damage is done. Stoicism teaches us to pause before reacting impulsively. Instead of letting our emotions take control, we can take a breath, step back, and assess the situation calmly. By doing so, we give ourselves the opportunity to respond thoughtfully rather than impulsively. This doesn't mean suppressing emotions, but rather acknowledging them and choosing our responses wisely. Imagine if, in that argument, you took a moment to consider the consequences of your words. You might choose to express your feelings calmly and constructively, leading to a healthier resolution. This approach not only preserves your relationships but also strengthens them, fostering mutual respect and understanding. Practicing this principle in everyday life can be transformative. Whether faced with a challenging situation at work, a disagreement with a loved one, or even a frustrating traffic jam, pausing to respond rather than react impulsively can make all the difference. It's about reclaiming control over our actions and ultimately our lives. By mastering our impulses, we become more intentional in our choices and create space for growth and harmony in our relationships and ourselves. So, the next time you feel the urge to react impulsively, remember the Stoic principle. Pause, breathe, and respond with mindfulness and rationality. It's not always easy, but with practice, you'll find yourself navigating life's challenges with greater ease and grace. And in doing so, you'll discover a newfound sense of empowerment and peace, knowing that you hold the power to shape your own destiny through your actions and reactions. Unhealthy lifestyle. In a world inundated with distractions and temptations, maintaining a healthy lifestyle stands as a pillar of strength rooted in Stoic philosophy. The Stoics, wise ancient thinkers, would advocate for moderation in all aspects of life, recognizing the body as a vessel for virtue. Picture your daily choices as the building blocks of your character. In the Stoic framework, a virtuous life involves not only the cultivation of a resilient mind, but also the care and respect for the body. Here, the ninth habit on our journey to strength emerges: the embrace of a healthy lifestyle. Stoicism prompts us to view our bodies not merely as vessels for pleasure, but as tools for the pursuit of virtue. It urges us to exercise moderation, acknowledging that overindulgence weakens both body and spirit. This moderation extends beyond diet, encompassing our sleep, exercise, and overall well-being. Imagine your body as the instrument through which you express your virtues: courage, wisdom, justice. To neglect its needs is to hinder your ability to live in accordance with these virtues. A balanced lifestyle, therefore, becomes a testament to your commitment to the Stoic path. Consider the harmony between physical health and mental fortitude. Exercise, for instance, not only strengthens the body but also serves as a crucible for discipline and resilience. It teaches us to endure discomfort, echoing the Stoic principle of enduring hardships with tranquility. As you embark on the journey of adopting a healthier lifestyle, let the Stoic ideals guide you. Practice mindfulness in your choices, recognizing that each decision shapes your character. Approach exercise and nutrition not as chores, but as opportunities to cultivate the virtues that will fortify your soul. In the grand tapestry of Stoic living, a healthy lifestyle weaves seamlessly into the fabric of resilience, providing a foundation for the pursuit of wisdom and virtue. Embrace the Stoic call to moderation. Let your choices reflect the respect you hold for the vessel that carries your noble aspirations. In doing so, you not only enhance your physical well-being, but also fortify your mind against the storms of life, standing as a beacon of strength and virtue in a world often tumultuous and unpredictable. Embrace the Stoic call to moderation. Let your choices reflect the respect you hold for the vessel that carries your noble aspirations. In doing so, you not only enhance your physical well-being, but also fortify your mind against the storms of life, standing as a beacon of strength and virtue in a world often tumultuous and unpredictable. Victim mentality. Imagine feeling like life happens to you, rather than feeling in control of your own destiny. This sense of powerlessness often stems from what Stoic philosophy calls a victim mentality. It's that belief that you're at the mercy of circumstances beyond your control, that you're just a leaf blowing in the wind of fate. But Stoicism challenges this notion by urging us to take responsibility for our lives. When you adopt a Stoic mindset, you acknowledge that while you can't control external events, you can control how you respond to them. That's where the power lies. Instead of blaming external factors for your misfortunes, you recognize your own agency in shaping your reactions and choices. Let's think about this in practical terms. Say you face a setback at work. A project doesn't go as planned, and you're tempted to blame your colleagues or the circumstances. A Stoic approach would involve reframing your perspective. You might ask yourself, what aspects of this situation can I control? How can I use this setback as an opportunity for growth? By shifting your focus from blame to empowerment, you start to see challenges as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. You cultivate resilience and adaptability, qualities that not only help you navigate through tough times, but also enable you to thrive in the face of adversity. But adopting a Stoic mindset isn't about suppressing emotions or pretending that everything is fine when it's not. It's about acknowledging your feelings while choosing to respond with wisdom and courage. It's about recognizing that hardships are part of the human experience and that they can be catalysts for personal growth. So the next time life throws you a curveball, remember the Stoic principle of taking responsibility for your reactions. Instead of resigning yourself to the role of victim, embrace your capacity to choose how you perceive and respond to the situation. This shift in mindset won't happen overnight. It's a journey of self-discovery and continual practice. But as you cultivate resilience and take ownership of your life, you'll find yourself feeling more empowered and in control. And that, my friend, is where true freedom lies. Excessive worrying. Imagine carrying a heavy burden every day, a burden of worries and anxieties that weigh you down, chaining you to the ground while life passes by. This burden is excessive worrying, a habit that strips away your joy and steals your peace of mind. But there is a path out of this labyrinth of anxiety, and Stoic philosophy offers a guiding light. In the tapestry of Stoic teachings, the thread of excessive worrying finds its place. Stoicism invites you to confront your worries head-on, to dissect them with the sharp knife of reason. It reminds you that much of what you worry about lies beyond your control, mere shadows dancing in the caverns of your mind. Consider this. How many sleepless nights have you spent fretting over events that never come to pass? How many precious moments have you squandered, lost in the labyrinth of what-ifs and maybes? Stoicism gently reminds you that the future is uncertain, a vast sea of possibilities beyond your grasp. Instead of drowning in worry, learn to swim in the ocean of the present moment. Practice mindfulness, the art of anchoring yourself to the here and now. Embrace the beauty of each passing moment, savoring its fleeting grace like a rare jewel in the palm of your hand. Let go of the illusion of control, releasing your worries like autumn leaves carried away by the wind. But Stoicism does not advocate passivity in the face of adversity. It encourages you to prepare for the storms that may lie ahead, to strengthen the ship of your soul against the turbulent waters of fate. Cultivate resilience, the inner fortress that stands unshaken amidst the tempest. Equip yourself with the tools of wisdom and courage, trusting in your ability to navigate the uncertain seas of life. Remember, excessive worrying is not a mark of virtue, but a shackling chain that binds you to suffering. Break free from its grasp, reclaiming the precious gift of tranquility that is your birthright. Embrace the serenity of a mind unburdened by worry, a heart at peace amidst the chaos of existence. As you embark on this journey of self-discovery, know that you are not alone. Stoicism stands as a timeless companion, guiding you with its ancient wisdom and inspiring you with its eternal truths. Trust in the power of your own resilience, and let the light of Stoicism illuminate your path to inner freedom. Avoiding change. In the grand tapestry of life, change is the only constant, and the Stoic philosophy beautifully encapsulates this truth. As we navigate through the 12 habits that can weaken us, we arrive at the 12th, avoiding change. Stoicism teaches us that change is an inevitable part of the human experience. The world around us evolves, circumstances shift, and clinging to the status quo can only lead to stagnation. Embracing change, however, aligns with the Stoic principle of accepting the nature of the universe. Picture your life as a river, with twists and turns representing the ever-changing nature of existence. Avoiding change is akin to trying to dam this river. Stoicism invites you to become a skilled navigator instead, to flow with the currents, adapting to the new landscapes that unfold. By avoiding change, we resist the natural order of life. The Stoics would encourage us to examine our fears and reservations about change. What aspects of it make us uncomfortable? Is it the uncertainty, the unfamiliarity, or the potential challenges? Stoicism teaches us to confront these fears with courage, recognizing that growth often resides on the other side of change. Consider the Stoic concept of the dichotomy of control. Some things are within our control, while others are not. Change falls into the latter category. We cannot control external events, but we can control our response to them. Instead of resisting change, we can choose to cultivate an internal resilience that allows us to face the unknown with a calm and rational mind. Stoicism encourages us to view change as an opportunity for learning and improvement. Every shift in our lives provides a chance to refine our character, to test our virtues, and to become more adept at navigating the river of existence. So, dear reader, as you stand at the crossroads of change, embrace it as a powerful force for growth. The Stoic philosophy beckons you to see change not as a threat, but as a companion on your journey. By adopting this mindset, you empower yourself to turn the unpredictable currents of life into a source of strength and wisdom. Face change with a courageous heart, and watch as the river of your life carries you towards a more enriched and fulfilling existence.